It's the one and only Charlie Mullins. Hello, Charlie.
Thanks, Lizzie. Thanks for having us along on your wonderful podcast.
Yeah, no, well, I'm delighted you could make it, though you had a bit of trouble through London, as we do these days.
Yeah, unfortunately, London's getting worse and worse to get around, and it just took ages to get. But it's lovely to be here and have this interview.
It's good to see you. So, Charlie, look, people know you as public promise, I suppose. Do you think you're an entrepreneur, multi-millionaire? I mean, where did it all go wrong?
Originally I founded Pimlico Plumbers in 1979, sold it in 2021, and we now have a new company called We Fix London. So, I think it's going to be, I actually think it's going to be a better company than the old company.
I mean, what made you want to go and do another company? Because you sold up, didn't you, and did very well from it, can I say?
Yeah.
What made you want to dip your toe back in?
Dip your toes in the water.
Get your toes in the water.
I think you had that much knowledge and experience over the 41 years, the old company, and I think it's a shame to just waste it, you know what I mean? And, I moved to Spain and travelling quite a lot now, and then, I have family that works in the business, and the amount of knowledge and experience you pick up, I just think it's a shame to just leave it sitting one side. And then, we sort of noticed that the other company was leaving a big gap in the market again. Allegedly they're not doing so well. And so we started putting this together probably 18 months ago. 3-year clause was up in September 2024. And it's really starting to happen now, so... I don't think I'm ever going to be the type to be retiring and sitting in an armchair reading a book.
With your whole legs, watch your Coronation Street. Yeah, but we're surprised that you're back in London. I'm very happy to see you back because I love you and we all miss you. But you did say you didn't want to, you can't be in this country anymore.
That's right. And look, I'm living in Spain at the moment and sharing my time there in Dubai. So I just come here when I need to come here, for lovely podcasts like this and various other things. But, I'm done with the UK as far as being a resident here.
Well, what made you want to say, you know what, drop your tools, that's it?
I think, I've sort of, how would you say, it's sort of, I think the last few years have been, really bad for business and bad for the economy, and just everything seems to have gone not, it's not the Great Britain no more. And, I said that if Labour got in, I would leave. And I think I more or less left within a couple of days. I just made my mind up that, I don't really want to be part of a Labour government, if I'm being honest with you. I think they're very anti-business. They're obviously socialists. They're not interested in people doing well. And so that was me done, really, and, I'll stick to that. I will not be coming back here unless reform get in and Nigel Farage becomes Prime Minister. Other than that, Spain and Dubai. I think the future's exciting, I really do. And as soon as it looks like reform we're in or Nigel gives me a call and says things are really moving forward, then I'll give it everything I've got. Of course I want to help youngsters. Of course I want to help the UK. I mean, I have a lot of family here and, I'm not going to turn my back on the place. So, I will come back and give it everything I can when we change government. I've got no hesitation on that whatsoever. And I think it would be a great success then because, you've got, you need people that have done it and have got the drive and are not interested in failure. We've got too many people here that just, they just talk, don't they? They've got no substance to them. And also learning business, Lizzie, is that, the ultimate, in business is you start from nothing, or one man in a van, and then you sell the business at the other end. For me, there's nothing better than that because a lot of people try to do that, and unfortunately, a business goes on the way or their health goes or something. But to start it and cash up at the other end,
it's amazing.
For me, nobody can top that. So, I'm happy to sit here and be able to say I'm one of the persons that have done it. Many others have done it, but,
it's amazing that you have done it. But as I say, you've put all the work and effort into your business and your new business, which is going through the roof. I'm going through London. I keep seeing your vans going past me.
Yeah,
You
but
want a little hoot?
you know, it's the same old thing though. You know, the more you put into something, the more you get out of it. And I think, you know, you just got to get more people being confident. You know, and it's amazing what you can achieve by going to work, isn't it? You know, really, if you think about it. I mean, you can have an amazing life, amazing everything you want, but all you got to do is go to work and give it your best shot. And you know, you can't see the future on it, but you know, I used to think now, you know, when I was an apprentice, you know, all I really ever wanted to be was a plumber. And when I got to that stage, I'm thinking, well, this is great, earning loads of dosh and, you know, all lovely, work for lovely people. And then all of a sudden you start seeing better things and it just sort of, well, if I want that,
You could go for it.
Yeah.
Everyone says to me, "How do you make it?" It's because you know certain people, which I do know, but it's actually hard work. I haven't just fallen on my feet. You have to really work. I've done, you know, the not so good jobs with the great jobs. We got to just work at it.
That's right. I mean, you know, it's nice to know people, but you get to know them by working there, coming up with the goods, and you know, nobody sort of just wants to know you because they want to know you. They you know, if you know, if you could deliver, you know, I mean, I'm a great man of, you know, talk with your money, not your mouth, kind of thing. But it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? I mean,
It is.
And
But has your love life ever, say, you know, stopped you from working? Where you'd say, you know, people always say to me, if I see a guy, they'll go, you'll see a guy because you're not as then sort of so concentrated on your work. It's a bit of a distraction. I think that's why I don't have a guy in a way, because it distracts me a bit from work.
what love life?
Yeah. Does it not distract you?
What your love life?
No, not my love life, your love life.
I'm going to say no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
Gosh.
You know.
You never taken a day off with a broken heart?
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't take a day off, but what I'm saying is that, you know, it wouldn't sort of stop me from going to work that long. No, and you know what I'm trying to say.
I do. I think it's
You know, you have to be realistic, isn't it? And you know, I think it's the same old thing. If you want nice things, you want to improve your life, you want to do something, it can't be like shagging all day.
Well, that's very true. That's a good bit of advice, Charlie. Thank you for that.